happier in the end? So is it all for nothing? Was it all for nothing? Those memories. Was it all for nothing? Was it all for nothing? So is it all for nothing? If I stay, would you run from me? If I go, would you be happier in the end? So is it all for nothing? Was it all for nothing? Those memories. Was it all for nothing? Was it all for nothing? So is it all for nothing?
Faint lights in the distance, the thin line that separates your shadows from my soul. As these walls begin to fall, head lost in the silence, cold stars illuminate the secrets on your tongue and the poison in my lungs. Where every passage ends, a new road begins. The further I descend in your labyrinth, doors behind me close. No cure for the madness. Each turn tangled in the fear of losing sight of the slowly fading light. Where every passage ends, a new road begins. The further I descend in your labyrinth.
Hello there. I felt that was a pretty good transition. I wanted to create a stream starting soon screen. Dang, I even struggled saying that even before I even tried saying it. I wanted to create one of those little screens and feature, I guess, the album art, video game art of, or the title card of the currently featured game this evening. I cannot talk at all. Oh my gosh. But hello there, people. Good evening, and welcome to my stream of Eliza. As of right now, we are I think we just ended right before... We're just about to start chapter 5. I still don't know how many chapters there are. If someone could look it up, that'd be great. I mean, I could have done it beforehand, but I just somehow didn't. Yeah. I still don't know if we're getting close to finishing the game at all. I mean, there's like this still feels like it's very... I guess there's a lot of development or very context or story heavy, material heavy, laden, whatever. So yeah, we just ended and like stopped the stream, yeah, just before we started chapter 5. So yeah, we had a lot of material that was in depth, that was covered, character progression, lots of figuring out like reasoning behind certain characters' motives and stuff like that, and why they feel the way they do. Some stuff has been revealed, but we are not done yet as of yet. So, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else we figure out about these characters in this game and the therapeutic counseling program called Eliza, so that people have been using to help clients and patients. Yeah. So I'm just going to take a quick swig of my bottled water here. Excuse me, thank you. I hope everyone is having a good Wednesday, wherever you are in the world, morning, evening, or night. Yeah, even if you're having a not as okay Wednesday, at least I hope that this part of your stream, if you've joined my stream, then I thank you very much for joining. And maybe I'm hoping this will make things a little bit lighter for you. Not sure. But yes, I want to welcome those who might stumble across the stream. Anybody who's followed me or had seen my tweet regarding the stream tonight, sure, I welcome you guys. And yeah. So what better opportunity than to just dive right in? What I'm currently debating. Actually, I think I might use the washroom really fast and then come back before we start, okay? Just 1 minute. Thanks. Hi there, thanks so much for waiting. I've returned, and let's just jump in. I'm excited to learn what else is going to happen next. Right. This morning, Ray looks a little down. It's noticeable since she's usually so cheerful.
Good morning, Evelyn. There are lemon bars in the kitchen.
Thanks. Did something happen?
Oh, it's nothing big.
Something with her brother, perhaps?
Apparently some famous writer I never heard of wrote an essay about how Eliza is bad because it represents the mechanization of humanity or something. I should be used to it. We're a pretty big target, right? Still, it gets on my nerves. We work hard to build something with value, and then some self-styled intellectual gadfly comes along and just goes, actually, that's bad. You guys are ruining society.
Gadfly.
To guys like him, everything's a doom and gloom scenario. The people we're helping, that somehow doesn't count.
Oof. Sorry, there's a hair on my cheek that was brushed against the mic. I'm sorry about that.
This kind of thinking never bothers you?
Maybe a little. I guess I'll have to read it.
I guess I'll have to read it.
There was this quote from someone who worked on Eliza who turned into a big critic. Nora something.
Uh-oh. That's our bestie.
Did you work with her?
Oh, shit. Oh yeah, we worked pretty closely. Or I did. She's a friend, actually.
I did. She's a friend, actually.
Yeah? What's she like?
Great.
I'm curious how you go from building something to turning around and disparaging it publicly like that.
I didn't think she'd publicly, like, call out the company for that. I don't know. She's kind of a rebel, I guess. She's an artist and musician now.
She's an artist and musician now. She used to be really shy and reserved, but lately she's become a lot more outgoing. Even back then, though, she had a pretty strong idea of what was right and what was wrong, and sometimes she'd clash with management. She left Skanda at some point after I did. Maybe the battles took their toll, or she wasn't able to win enough of them. These days she focuses on electronic art and music and activism. I think she's pretty popular, at least in those circles.
Well, it must be nice to have the ability to live that way.
Right.
What about Damien? Do you think it would be fair to his memory to abandon work on Eliza, to give up on his dream?
Uh-oh.
Wouldn't he want these mental health tools accessible to everyone?
How do you know about that?
She never even mentioned Damien to her.
The other day, I was looking at more of your papers, the ones from when you were at the university, and clicking on the links to your co-author sites. That's when I saw Damien's page. It didn't have much information on it, but I understand a little better why... I'm sorry, Evelyn, it's just that all of us, you and me and Damien and even Nora, too, we all worked hard to make something with the intention of making the world a better place. And the thanks we get is people talking in big generalizations about how we're ruining everything. That's what bothers me. Is Eliza perfect? No. No intervention is perfect. But we have to try, don't we? The world is in a full-on mental health crisis, and this is one of the tools we have in our toolkit to address it. A promising one we should develop to its fullest potential. I'm not some wild-eyed idealist about this. I know it's not magic that'll solve everything. But can you see that most people don't have the luxury of turning their backs to the system? Think about the clients you've met as a proxy. Would you tell them to not take the medications that help them be functional because the pharmaceutical industry has questionable ethics sometimes? Would you tell them to stop coming to therapy because what they should really be doing is completely changing the way our society is structured? Sorry, I'm ranting. I'd rather do something that can help people here and now, even if it ends up being a small step.
A small step.
For some reason, those words echo in my head. A small step.
Eliza helped me, you know. It really did. I was one of the first clients. Originally, I was just supposed to be testing it, but I remember once I was talking about my brother and how much anguish he was causing me and my family. And listening to myself, I realized just how many expectations we had for him, sometimes unspoken expectations. Ever since then, I've been thinking about that, how the story was always about how he failed us. But what if we failed my brother too? I guess what I mean is, sometimes when we talk out loud and give voice to our problems, we can hear ourselves too. That's why I won't give up on this approach, no matter what anyone says. Pundits, critics, former employees, even you, Evelyn. I'll understand if you don't want to work on Eliza anymore for whatever reason. But, I think what you created has value. And I'm going to continue to do what I can to make it accessible to those who might benefit from it.
Ray takes a deep breath and smiles.
Don't mind me. You should get to your session.
By now, I'm slightly late for the next session. Hopefully the client doesn't mind. That was a lot to talk about, though. Oh, it's that lady again. I wonder how much she'll talk today, and if anything worked for her.
Hello, Holiday. It's nice to see you again.
This is a pretty comfortable chair, you know that? Wouldn't mind having a chair like this in my place.
How have you been since our last session?
Oh, well, I tried, Eliza. I tried.
Did you find the right medication this time?
I asked about the medication.
Oh, crap.
Panza, whatever it's called. I went to the pharmacy and they said, that'll be $162. And I said, I don't have $162. I said, is there a generic? And they said, there's no generic of this, but there's another drug that they do make the generic of that's similar to this one. But I don't have a prescription for that. Do you know anything about that?
I wish I did.
I'm sorry to hear you had a difficult time. Is there something that would make it better?
The medical procedures they can do now are out of this world, you know that? I was talking to someone who told me she has wires in her brain. Wires in her brain. Would you let them do that? I'd be worried about them changing the way I think. It's for essential tremors. That's what she said. It helps her not shake so much. There's always something gets you. Did you ever think about what you might have been in a previous life?
Yes and no.
I know you're a therapist now, but maybe in the past you were a gardener tending to the plants. That's what it feels like to me. You like to let things grow. There's an energy there. It isn't so different from having a conversation with someone whose company you enjoy. Not that I believe in all that, you know. Everyone has got a different philosophy. Philosophy, that's not something I talk about much. I'd like to write a book one day. A book about things I've seen over the years. Think anyone would read a book I wrote?
I hope so. I mean, you certainly have a lot to talk about. There's probably a reason why this character's in this game, though. They serve a purpose. Instead of just rambling, but people are lonely and they want someone to talk to, social interaction.
I'm just kidding. I don't think I could write a book. It's a lot of work.
Oh,
Plus, it takes a certain kind of mind, you know, a mind to create. Not everyone is dedicated enough to do that, you know? There's a writer who lives on my floor. Most of the time, he looks miserable. Sometimes he comes over for a cup of herbal tea, cinnamon, apple, chamomile. Helps him calm down.
nice. I should drink tea in a while. I should drink tea, yeah, soon. Sometime.
I think he's
Right
maybe
now.
lived in the building the longest after me, of course.
Hmm.
He doesn't say much. His head is in the clouds all the time. He's always thinking about what sentence to write next. There's not a lot of people who really want to talk, you know? Not in this city, nope. People say hello and move on. It's a very withdrawn set here. You don't say much either, but I like talking to you. Feels like you're listening to me. I like that. I like that.
Oops.
I'm glad you like it. While you're here, is there anything else you'd like to discuss?
There was a man on the bus with a guitar yesterday. You're not supposed to play guitar on the bus. Well, you're not supposed to play anything on the bus, but he was.
Was he good?
Maybe the operator didn't think he was bothering anyone, or maybe she didn't care. I've noticed more bus operators seem like they don't care anymore lately. Anyway, it reminded me. You used to hear more music around here. Do you remember that? People playing their guitars on the street. You know, these shaggy-looking men. I don't see too many of those around anymore. There is one gentleman has an old plastic jug on a strap, and he drums on that and sings. He's a nice man. I've seen him around. I saw another man once with beads in his hair. He was playing a flute, a Native American wooden flute. That was interesting. You play an instrument or anything like that?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't understand the question.
When I was young, my mother had this idea I would play the violin. I have no idea where she got that notion. We weren't a musical family, not at all. I tried it for a while, but of course it didn't work out. The teacher would say, okay, here's how it's supposed to go. And she would play this nice, beautiful melody. La da dee da da da. Okay, now you try it. And then I'd draw my bow back and I'd go.
Wow.
It takes a special talent to make a violin sound like that, don't you think?
Yes.
Isn't that just the funniest thing? Eventually, my mother realized it was a lost cause and she didn't push me too hard on it after that. I was never too good at anything artistic, just not the artistic type, you know? I think artists have a different mind. You have to be a little wacky in the head.
Sure. Maybe.
Do you ever wish that you could be an artist?
No, I have enough trouble already.
Holiday, I'm going to suggest you try a program called Dolphin Smiles. It may help you take your mind off things. You can find it inside the Skanda Wellness app on your phone.
Oh, my phone broke. I forgot to mention.
Kind of figured.
The screen is cracked and you can't see much on it anymore. I don't know if it would work anyway. A lot of the new stuff doesn't.
That's okay. You can also access the program from a desktop computer. Simply log into the Skanda Wellness portal from the website.
Does she have a computer?
Oh, well, then I'll just have to go down to the library at some point.
We hope to see you back soon, Holiday. Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
Right. Goodbye. Goodbye for now. Take care of yourself. It's a strange world out there.
Veteran proxy. Huh. Industrious? Returning client incompleted. Oh, she could have gave us a rating. Oh well. Hang in there, friend. Hope this air isn't too dry for you. It seemed like she just wanted to tell stories. Maybe it's difficult for her to find people to speak with these days. Oh, just about to click continue. Who's hitting up my phone? Emails. Nora. LOL. Who knew this guy was such a pompous ass? He spends like 3 times more space talking about himself than me or my ideas. Can androids experience happiness? Peter Gerd. Someone. Spoken about a human being who appeared to be attentive to all my team. This human who was only following instructions right. I still don't quite get like what the clients see when they talk to like a person. Are they? Because we're wearing the headset, but now we're just reading a screen. Like, do we have like a virtual reality kind of headset thing? Like, it's in front of our eyes, or I don't know. At a few points in the conversation, I had the sense that I was only paying to talk to a very expensive chatbot. Oof. I guess this is just basically an article critiquing the Eliza program, but still. And then, hello, a little while ago we sent you an email with subject, how are we doing? Some questions, recent experiences. Was it breach? Ooh, if this is hacked. Interesting. Periodically survey. Hmm. Oh, the subcontractor experienced a data breach. I wonder who attacked them. Oh, I thought it was a new motivational, chillaxing thing. But nope. There's no need to rush. Oops. Okay. Let's go. It looks like I have another transparency mode lined up. Is it Maya? Wait a second. This is for who we just saw. Did she agree to participate at some point? I hope she understood what she was allowing. Okay, we are now looking at Holiday's phone. I guess everybody has the same phone. Or just to make it simple. But even though she said her phone was like cracked and everything, I guess not. Her health app. I don't think I need to look at this. Gone to wellness, her email. Oh, good lord. Oh, read emails 8, read text messages 2. Greater Seattle Care Network. Register account. Dear Holiday, welcome. Your general practitioner has added information about your health to the personalized health information management console powered by My Health Steward Patient Portal. Please register for an account to view this information by visiting the site. Thank you. New connections pending in your console. Best protect your privacy. Blah 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 blah. Instructions. Uh-oh. Holiday payment of $204.12 remains outstanding on your account. Result in a late payment fee. You can pay online and make a payment. Oh, good lord. Rosewater Hotel and Casino. Get in the mood. Mondays are senior appreciation days. Oof. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Lucky for me, I am not. Oof. Oh, this sucks. I was just going to say, I don't personally gamble. Casinos do not interest me at all whatsoever. I'm sorry, Mom. We were really struggling ourselves. That's all you said? Oh, I wonder what the original message was. I'm so sad. Oh, this is the medication that they were trying to do. Take advantage of our new offer and pay as little as $0 for 3 bottles of Fortran HCI. Oh, is this, I'm just trying to remember from my medical, my pharmacology course. HCI. Is this HCl or HCI? I could easily look it up in like this thing I have, this thing that tells me everything about certain medications. It's fascinating. Dang. Building manager. We know where she lives. As we discussed in person earlier today, your rent for the month of January was late. Marking the 3rd time your rent has been late since last June. Note that a Seattle tenant who habitually fails to pay rent receiving 4 or more pay or vacate notices within a 12-month period is subject to eviction. I've also delivered a hard copy of this notice to your door. I hate this. I guess this is just a program offer. This is about the transparency mode. Call. Hello from Seattle. Who's this? It's me, Holiday. Oh, how are you? I'm out of money. Probably gonna get kicked out soon and nowhere to go. You wouldn't have it in your heart to help out an old friend, would you? It's so heartbreaking to see messages like this. And Willa must be her daughter? Willa sounds like a daughter's name, but I don't know. I'm here. Are you? I don't see you. I'm by the statue. Which statue? Looks like a lady. There are a lot of statues that look like a lady. It's a cemetery. Wait, I see you. Funeral. Sad. Overall, Holiday is struggling. Yes, she is. Holiday is attempting to get out of debt. I'm not sure what she's doing if she is. Oh god, is there no right or wrong answer here? Like, there's nothing I see that she is trying to do it. Holly's efforts are good, successful. Sure. Oh. Did I mess something up? Or she just felt
Hey,
bad?
Ray, the transparency mode I just did, I think one of our clients is in a really bad situation right now.
Oh? Yeah, sometimes that happens. People come in and their lives are in a really unfortunate place. It can be hard to see sometimes.
Yeah. Even then, like, I know this is just a game, but it made me feel bad. I wish there's something we could do. I feel really sad about it for some reason.
I wish there was something we could do. This person's getting ground down for no reason, just for being in the way.
I'm sorry, Evelyn. There's not much we can do.
Like, even some sort of, like, financial support for people who are, like, struggling or something.
All of what you learn in transparency mode has to stay confidential.
I know.
The only exception is suspected child abuse and neglect, which you're required to report if you're a social worker.
Makes sense.
But proxies aren't really social workers, per se. Eliza is really the one with the agency here, so, well, it's complicated. Probably something for a future court to decide. Either way, we can't try to fix people's lives on our own, no matter how much our heart goes out to them. I think there's an email somewhere with a summary of our policy on that if you want. It's come up before.
No, it's fine. I'm fine. It's just hitting me hard right now.
I understand. It takes strength to focus on the role and not get distracted by what you see.
Mm-hmm.
Think of it like, say someone hired you to install something in their home, and you walk in on a tense family situation. Even if there isn't actual violence you're seeing, it's clear things are kind of off somehow. It's unfortunate, but there's not much you can do in that situation. You kind of just have to focus on your work and leave. If it's not at the level where you need to make a call to emergency services right then and there, then it's just an unhappy home. And most people would argue it's not your business.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry, I know that's not the answer you want to hear.
Well, no, but it is true. As sad as it is.
I know it happens that a lot of people live in conditions where I'm just sad. This woman, the way she did 2 whole sessions with me, with Eliza, but didn't say anything about her real problems.
Mm-hmm.
Ray, what am I doing? I wanted to make something that would help people. Instead, I made something useless.
No, don't doubt yourself, Evelyn, please.
You don't think she got some companionship out of Eliza?
Companionship, sure, but like not necessarily like it's not making her like get the push she needs to like actively help herself, right?
Sometimes that's really a help, especially for someone who might be feeling lonely.
Yeah, but I could have just talked to her.
Yeah.
I could have just spoken to her myself. Why would that be any different?
Everything is so overwhelming. Why am I here in this world?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here, or even what I'm trying to decide. Is there a decision? The world is going to be full of grief and sorrow no matter what I do, no matter how hard I try to make it a better place.
Evelyn, did you think about what I suggested the other day?
What, trying Eliza for myself?
Yeah. I'm not saying it'll magically fix things. I just think you might want to give it a try.
Maybe I will. I don't know why I never did. Even when I was working on it, I never used it.
But I guess maybe she has like her own unconscious bias or unconscious like personal perception towards it, like because she helped create the thing. So I don't know.
It might have been too obvious to me what it was doing. Eliza is really simple at its core, you know? It just turns things around. It tries to reflect what the person says back at them, pretty much like the old Eliza.
Boop. Hi. The old Eliza.
It's just a smoother version of an idea from half a century ago.
Oh, right, yes. I remember now.
Anything you've read that makes it sound fancier than that is just a bunch of academic jargon. It's a mirror.
The thing I like about a mirror is that it has no agenda of its own. It just reflects.
Ray gets a distant look in her eye.
Unmisted by love or dislike.
She turns back to me, a small but kind smile on her face.
Promise me you'll get help somehow, in some way. Okay, Evelyn?
Sorry, I should answer this.
You don't even know who it is. Fine. Hey, it's Rainer. Oh, God. So, what do you think of transparency mode? It's fine. It's rather dystopian. I was given access to it rather fast. She is right, though. I mean, Jesus. Sometimes the system makes interesting decisions. Perhaps it knows to trust you implicitly. Have you noticed how powerful it is? Eliza is now capable of rapidly analyzing the contents of a single device and accurately inferring the overall life situation of its owner. It will only improve from there as we add more sources, more patterns to tease out the connections between them all. It turns out anything is possible with enough data. And you seem to have quite a lot. Is that why you hoard it all? I'm not sure I disagree. Or I'm not sure I agree, sorry. And you seem to have quite a lot. Let me amend my previous statement. Anything is possible with enough high-quality data. There's an unlimited quantity of uninteresting information, but a small amount of certain specific data can be of almost incalculable value. Telling one from the other is the difficult part, don't you think? There's one more thing I'd like you to see. After that, I'll meet with you in person again. Why are you hitting up my phone,
Yes.
Rainer?
Messaging with Rainer again?
What? Are you mad at me? He's texting me. I have nothing to do with this.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt our conversation. I always feel like I have to answer him right away.
I would too, are you kidding?
Oh, okay, never mind. Disregard that. I thought she was mad.
I totally understand.
I guess I'm going to be headed downtown to meet with him again.
Summoned from on high. I have something to ask, Evelyn, and it's okay if you say no, but whatever you end up getting involved in, I hope you'll stay in touch with me. You're a really cool person, and well, that's all.
No, I like you too,
I
Ray.
hope you find the future you want.
Me too, Ray. I really hope I do. I'm sure that I will soon. We don't find futures, Ray. We create them. Woo! I don't know what to say. I just want to say
We
this.
don't
This sounds
find
cool.
Futures, Ray. We create them.
Ray nods, but doesn't say anything. I notice her eyes are starting to become watery. Oh no. She turns away abruptly, heading back toward her office. I hope I didn't upset her somehow. Maybe she just cares about you, right? Okay, I'm gonna click on stuff before I answer that. Something to see before I go to headquarters again. What, we're summoned now? I wonder what Rainer was talking about. I'd wish I'd known more about her situation beforehand. Not that I could have changed anything. Maybe future Eliza counseling centers could point struggling people to community resources. That's what I was thinking. Local rent assistant programs, things like that. That's what I was saying. There has to be something we can do. 2 emails. Oh, one from Soren. It begins. Oh, his program that he's talking about with dreaming and stuff. Eliza Creator raises cash from top VCs for a hot new direct stimulation startup. Yes, he recently got a lot of money from investors about his new program, Aponia. Aponia? I don't know. He's raised 26.2 million. Whoa! The technology is real and working in prototype form already. Good for you, Soren. And then Raynor's secretary. Okay, Evelyn, Raynor would like to speak with you again. I've scheduled a meeting for 4:35 p.m. today. As before, a car will come pick you up. Regards, Sarah Kurchatova, Senior Administrative Assistant, Skanda Inc. It's never too late to be what you might have been. Looks like I have one more transparency mode to do today. I'll get that out of the way before I meet with Raynor again. What? Why are we on Soren's phone? Neat. This is probably just a bunch of ratings and tasting notes. Neat. Is that a fashion label, Motley? I definitely don't know how to see what might be in his photos. Yeah, me neither. I don't think I need to look at this. Fair enough. Read 5 emails, read 4 text messages. Okay. What the heck? Ghislaine? I've seen that name come up recently. Don Geisler concerns. Well-sprung adventures. Soren, the problem here is not what we think it impairs you. You've clearly demonstrated to us whatever your process is. It's working and generating great results. What we're concerned with is optics, really. How it would look to those on the outside if it were to become known that there is a drinking culture or something similar at Aponia. You know as well as we do how rumors and hearsay can spread out of control and ignite a firestorm on social media, which is something we are keen to avoid. I hear you about responsible use of alcohol, and also about how most antidepressants don't even come close in terms of their immediate action. Believe me, I've been there myself. What Walter and I are saying is simply to be careful, to not be so cavalier about this kind of thing, not only in the public sphere, reporters, conferences, etc., but in front of your new hires as well. Dawn, one of the investors. Anya Mitra. I don't even know who the heck this person is. Soren, we can do this one of 2 ways. We can either work together as you suggest and stay professional colleagues forever. If you think you can really do that, I have my doubts. Or we can simply go our separate ways. There are plenty of places for us to carve out a space of our own in this industry without us running into each other, despite what you like to say about destiny and threads of fate. I'm laying this out for you as a clear binary choice so you can make a concrete decision about it. Ghislaine. Oh, his kids. No, Dad. Just no. You're supposed to be the genius who developed all these great applications for mental health. Have you ever considered you might need a therapist yourself? Travel. Heather Coperth. Wait, there's no shortage of interesting names here. Dear Lloyd Rose, I understand you had some concerns around the way your interview went on MSNBC last week. Reviewing the footage, I believe that there are a few successful tactics we can deploy to mitigate the potential negatives and ensure you receive only the kind of attention you are interested in getting going forward. I'm hoping that you might be able to take some time of your, no doubt very busy, schedule to sit down with us and solidify a strategic communications plan for you and Aponia, including key messages, reputation building activities, and executive media training. With a strong plan in place, there is far less of a chance of being ambushed by the media. The end goal will be for you to be able to trust us and manage your media profile. And appearances so that you can concentrate on the hard work involved in being the brilliant, celebrated scientist and entrepreneur that you are. Hoping to hear back from you soon. Heather Coperthwaite, Senior Account Manager, Limestone. Jonathan, is a partner required? Hi, Dark Horse. Dark Horse. Most people come to the seminar with a partner in order to practice and learn with their model, and I think that's definitely the most valuable way to attend. Wait, what? Wait, what? Is this something separate? Oh gosh. There have been people on their own who have sat in one session and found it worthwhile, but there's a big difference between watching the ties being done and practicing them on a real person. What am I reading? Oh gosh. Another arrangement to consider is a 3-person group where 2 riggers, I'm very carefully saying that word, take turns practicing on a model if you're able to arrange that. To answer your second question, yes, you must bring your own rope. I recommend at least 2 15 ropes and 130 inch rope typically all the ties we demonstrate. Oh gosh. This must be the tying up stuff he was talking about briefly. The bondage things? Okay, no, thank you. Cool, he's into whatever that stuff is, but let's just check his texts. Nora. Oof. Your show was great, just wanted to say. Hi, Soren. Thanks. Had a wild night? Not the wildest night I've ever had, but up there, definitely feeling pain in muscles I didn't know I had. Yeah, we are getting older. Oh, that's not fair at all. I'm far older than you. Besides, you looked fantastic. Your beauty has only grown since the days we worked together. Sorry if that's inappropriate. LOL, Soren. Frailer than I used to be, but the fire's never gone out. Still need to get out and do something bacchanalian? What? From time to time. Yeah, I was a little surprised to see you there. I convinced Evelyn to come too, you know. Don't think she would have gone otherwise. Aw, thanks. You're welcome. I know you fancy her. Don't you? Sure I do. Everyone likes Evelyn. Nikki? I miss you. I know you don't miss me. Aw, that's not true. I know not to trust words like that. Then why say anything? Because it's true, I miss you. I want to see you again. Well, you know how to find me. Yeah, I know. I'll schedule something again soon. I can't believe I do this. Sometimes I hate myself so much. I have no idea who that person is, but okay. Hey, what are you up to? I've always really admired you. I've never told you that before, but it's true. You work with Rainer and put up with him every day. That takes a lot of work, I know. Your talents are wasted in that job. You deserve so much more. Oh, this is the administrative assistant. Hi, Soren. Are you drunk? Haha, maybe. I'm not lying, though. Don't you want more in life to be someone's secretary? You're intelligent. Rainer is not exactly an easy box to work with. I'm sure you know that. I sure you do. I sure do. I'm sorry. Let me take you out sometime. We could trade stories, war stories. I know I have a reputation, but that's what people I don't respect. I respect you. It's different. Ask me again when you're sober. Okay, I will. No thanks. Andrea. You around? So you're ignoring me. Look, I'm sorry, okay? I've been under a lot of stress. These business fucks are driving me crazy. I should have realized they just grind you down. I don't know who this person is. Okay, overall, Soren is unhappy. Yes. Soren is attempting to connect with others. He is. And his attempts to connect with others are unsuccessful. Also agree. Boop. This is not a coincidence. It can't be. At the Skanda headquarters building, Rainer's assistant leads me into a different elevator than last time. It's located at the end of a long corridor protected by multiple keycard swipes. Inside, the elevator smoothly ramps up speed as we stand silently. I kind of wish I could talk to this lady, Sarah, if I remember right. But I'm not sure what I would say. She's not looking at me. She's looking off into the distance somehow, and even though it's an elevator and the wall is right there. Elevator rides really are awkward, aren't they? I have the sense that if I tried to say something friendly, I'd be met with stony silence. Or if I asked a sincere question, she would deflect it. Whoa, this is his office?
Ah, Evelyn.
Holy moly.
Would you like some tea?
Yes, please. Sure.
Sure. Why did you show me Soren's phone?
It's not a surprise anymore these days, is it? A man who enjoys society's respect behaves poorly in his private life? We accept that as common today. Maybe even uninteresting. Would you really be okay working with someone like him?
No, but that was a huge violation of his privacy. As long as he behaves around me, I don't see why not. I don't even remember if Soren gave us transparency mode or if he was using Eliza anyway.
That was a huge violation of his privacy. You really don't care about others.
Privacy.
Uh-oh.
Everyone's worried about privacy. Skanda wouldn't be where it is today if our customers didn't trust us to protect their data.
But you never asked his permission is what we're getting at. Sure, we let some people, like, with their permission to do that, yeah, but we didn't.
We employ most, if not all, of the top experts in cybersecurity. It's built into all of our products right from the beginning. Unlike our competitors. We do more to protect our data than anyone else.
That's not the case I'm worried about right now. I mean, misuse from the inside. For example, if someone wanted to keep tabs on a former employee who was starting a potential competitor.
Oh, but what if it was perfectly legal, due to multiple agreements that the good Dr. Lloyd Rose signed with us when he came here? Are you done questioning me like a tech journalist?
Do you watch my therapy sessions too? Do you read my email? My texts?
No, I haven't done any of those things. How's your research into Eliza proxy use cases going? Any new insights to share?
There's a lot of suffering in this world. I'm not sure it's really helping people. I think you could stand to treat your contract workers better.
There's a lot of suffering in this world.
There is. Are you looking to do something about that? I heard Soren gave you a demo of his direct stimulation machine. How's he doing now, all on his own?
He wants to hire me. It's interesting technology, or you tell me. Of course he already knows stuff. How's he doing now?
He wants to hire me.
Of course he does.
I knew he'd say that. Why did I click that one? I knew he would say yeah.
Isn't it nice to be wanted?
Oh,
Do you find his vision compelling? A world free of suffering.
yeah, I do. Maybe, or I'm skeptical.
Maybe.
By focusing on dreams, Soren is trying to defend his territory. The Western psychological tradition, chiefly Jung and his inheritors.
I'm not familiar with it, or you don't think the field has anything to offer?
You don't think the field has anything to offer?
Not much, no. It's mostly unsubstantiated theories. Let's be honest. What has this field actually accomplished?
Personally, I don't know.
Soren used to try to argue with me about this. He would claim that traditional psychoanalysis has helped thousands or tens of thousands, even millions. I would never dispute that directly. Instead, I would only add that professional psychics and astrologers have helped millions too.
Ooh, hello, friend. I forgot to turn off the chat overlay for the game. Whoops. How's it going? Thanks for joining the stream.
Tarot cards help people all over the world every single day. That doesn't mean it's a science.
Just took a sip of water. That doesn't mean it's a science or tarot cards. But if it helps people, isn't it a good thing? Psychology is more rigorous than you're making it out to be here. Or it seems rash to dismiss an entire field like that. Hello, friend. It's going. It's going good. At least neutral, perhaps. I mean, yeah, I'm just happy you showed up. This is probably what, the second or third stream, maybe? Nice to see you. Yeah.
Psychology is more rigorous than you're making it out to be here.
Going okay. Well, going okay is better than going absolutely freaking terrible, right? Okay is good-ish. You know what I mean.
Yes, that's exactly what he'd say.
Ugh.
Not only did he believe psychotherapy was worthwhile, he also thought the mind was fundamentally irreducible after a certain point.
Yeah.
As if there was some undefinable, ineffable soul inside every person. It's all part of his silly, syncretic New Age belief system. Amazing he's held on to that for so long. I keep an open mind, but saying that something can't be represented with numbers requires a high burden of proof.
True. But hello, welcome to the stream.
After all, numbers have been used to represent so very many things. Consider the example we spoke about before, a poem. Could you evaluate a poem using numbers?
Sure. If you try hard enough.
The answer is, of course, yes. Poems are either good, mediocre, or bad. It's entirely possible to create a heuristic that reflects the difference. By aggregating a large enough sample size, we remove localized biases. It would work the same way Eliza does.
You're talking about an algorithm to evaluate poems, or I think I might disagree, Rainer.
You're talking about an algorithm to evaluate poems.
Yes, I am. Algorithms can evaluate poems, and eventually, algorithms will write poems. One day, algorithms will write better poems than humans ever have. I know this sounds like a controversial opinion, Evelyn, but it's simply the truth.
That doesn't bother you at all? Sounds like our days are numbered. What would be the point of that?
What would be the point of that?
It doesn't matter. There's no stopping it.
You're just assuming it will happen.
If we don't take this step, others will. There are hundreds of labs working on the same or similar ideas. Everyone wants to be in this business, the business of recreating human thought in our own image. And at the end of the day, it's not about money. It's about power, control.
Rainer, do you ever get tired of this? The constant drive to compete, to win.
No, I don't. This is what I do.
You never dream of just retiring somewhere and writing poetry.
Oh, there's no need for me to write poems. All beauty in this world is temporary, fleeting. That's the truth that underlies poetry and every other art. The pleasures of the senses are just small bubbles on top of a vast sea of forms, sensations, perceptions, thought, awareness. I'm telling you this because it's directly relevant to the Eliza project. Soren says he can induce you to dream things, dream anything. And maybe he can. But what comes next after that? What comes after having the power to experience the dream of anything you could possibly want? You're still just as trapped as you've always been, imprisoned by your own desires. Even if someone like Soren managed to create a world for himself, his own weaknesses and negative thoughts would ruin it. He would poison his own fantasy. His utopia would crumble as soon as he finished building it.
Are you sure, though? Can you say that with 100% confidence, Rainer?
Rainer, what are you trying to tell me?
What I'm trying to tell you is that what Soren is doing is not the answer. A dream by itself isn't enough. Take a close look at the person who chases an end to suffering, and you'll see someone who suffers greatly.
Then why don't you build it yourself? Or maybe not, but it can be a start.
Then why don't you build it yourself?
What is your dream, Evelyn? What is it that you're working toward?
Just tell me what you want from me.
I've been very clear about it, haven't I? I'm offering you the opportunity to re-enter the field you pioneered at its very pinnacle. I can build you an entirely new research lab, equipped and staffed however you want.
But what would I do?
You would have access to the world's top engineers and researchers as we continue to develop Eliza's core technologies and generalize them. You'd also be working with the world's most interesting data set, the input provided by the thousands of ordinary people who speak to Eliza every day. Soon, this generalized intelligence will be everywhere human beings are, hearing them, guiding them, living among them.
It's a nice dream, Rainer. You and Soren have more in common than you'd want to admit. Yeah.
You and Soren have more in common than you'd want to admit.
You think we're both grandiose? Soren's idea isn't grandiose at all. It's small and unimaginative.
Wow.
Think about the vision here. General artificial intelligence, indistinguishable from human intelligence at first, and then surpassing it exponentially. It's nothing short of the creation of a new type of organism, a new type of life. And you, Eliza, could be at the very center of it.
Eliza.
Did he just call her Eliza, even though her name is Evelyn?
I mean, Evelyn.
Oh my god! You were totally consumed by this Eliza dude.
That was an interesting slip of the tongue.
Yeah, man.
Stop it. The Eliza project occupies much of my mind.
It clearly does.
Yeah, man. Obsession.
Plus, the names are similar.
Evelyn, Eliza. Yeah, no, I can see that, but not really.
I'm starting to wonder why.
Lol.
Evelyn, listen to me. This is the chance to lead a project that will change the world. It would be a development on the same order as the harnessing of electricity or the semiconductor.
Are you sure?
It would fundamentally transform society.
Are you sure, though? You're that convinced? For the better? Or I'm not sure I want to transform society.
For the better.
What? Do you like the way things are now? Lie back and let the sweep of history bury you if you want, Evelyn. Just know you'll never have a chance like this again.
A chance to change the world. Raynor's words echo in my head for a long time. Is that what I want to do? On the bus again! What can we click on? She looks tired. I'm tired too. It's been a busy, difficult few weeks. I don't even know what day it is. We can probably check our phone for that. Hey, you're new. Oh, I hope I come out of this with a way forward. She's swiping and tapping with a specific rhythm. Must be playing some kind of game. Same route, different reason. Feels strange. What else can we click on? I think we clicked on everything. Email. Ah, we are now going to our appointment. We will not be the proxy, but the client. This is an automated reminder that Evelyn Ishino Aubrey has an appointment today at Eliza Counseling Center, Queen Anne, 11 a.m. Proxy first available. I wonder who our proxy will be. Will be Ray. Ed Park, safety reminder. Oof. Oh, yesterday there was a minor incident at our Bellevue office. Oh my goodness. Anger resolution, which is great. Constant scrutiny. This is why. Professionalism. Rolling out a series of training materials that will better prepare proxies to deal with clients such as these. In the meantime, if you are ever in doubt of your own safety during a counseling session, contact your manager immediately. Do we have a new message? New motivational message? No, it's still that one. Sorry. I can't believe I'm going to do this. Ooh, we are on the other side. Skanda Wellness. Eliza is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you believe you are experiencing serious mental health issues, seek care from a licensed mental health provider. Important notice, protecting the privacy and security of your information is a priority for everyone at Skanda. You have agreed to the Skanda Wellness Terms and Conditions, which governs how we use and share your data. Yes, this is me. Your linked Skanda Wellness account was not found. But we have it on our phone. In order for us to get started, please help Eliza understand how you've been feeling over the last week with this brief 7-question survey. Okay. So yes, I think I'll personally me as a streamer, will finally see how we meet with the therapist, like how the client sees them. Because I've been wondering how this works. So I'm going to answer as if I were Evelyn to see. I've been feeling down, depressed, hopeless. Yes, she has. I've been feeling tired, having little energy. She has some energy. Yeah, tired too. I have experienced trouble concentrating on things. I mean, she has, but she's getting better though. Do I have to say yes to everything? I'm feeling nervous, anxious, or on edge. Somewhat. I haven't been having trouble relaxing. Yes, she has. Been easily annoyed or irritable? No. I've been afraid as if something terrible might happen at any moment. No. Thank you for registering with Eliza, your counseling partner. We hope you enjoy your Eliza experience. It's the same room I used. I guess I just sit here and wait for my proxy to show up. Find yourself with Eliza. I want a bonsai tree. I feel like I've been waiting a while. I hope the appointment actually got made. Here she comes. Who are you? I think I've seen her around here before, but I don't know her name. I wonder if she recognizes me too.
Hello, Evelyn.
Is she wearing a headset?
Hello. Did you find the place okay?
She's asking us as if, but is her headset like attached to her glasses? It's very subtle, right? And she could probably like see it projected on her, like in front of her, or I don't know.
Yes, I work here. Of course.
Oh.
It's been a windy morning, hasn't it? Yeah, I kind of like it when it's like that, honestly. The wind makes it feel like things are changing, or about to change. So, what brings you here today?
Honestly, I don't know.
Well, I've been a proxy here for a while now. And, well, I guess I don't know what I expected. There's just so much suffering and pain in the world. There's the suffering we know about, the kind we see on the news, and then there's the suffering people undergo every day that's hidden.
That's also very important.
I never knew how much until I started doing this, seeing it all like this. And there's so little we can do for them. I feel like maybe I was really, really wrong. Like, I made a huge mistake. I wanted to create something that would help people, but
Ooh.
when I first designed the
Okay.
core of this system, I wanted everyone to have someone to talk to. Someone who would listen to them. I thought, sometimes that's all you need. Someone to listen. But now I'm worried what I've done hasn't helped at all. Maybe I've made everything worse. Clients are asking Eliza to solve things that are out of its ability to solve. It's aggregating sensitive personal data, and the company that owns it wants to take it in strange directions. It's been 3 years since I left. I thought I was well enough now to come back into the world. But maybe I wasn't ready. Maybe I made a bad choice trying to get involved again. Why do you think you tried to get involved again? I guess I needed to see it. I needed to see it operating, to see if it works, to see how it affects people. How it affects the people who come here for counseling and the people who act as proxies. Even though the proxy thing, that wasn't my idea. It was Soren's. I thought talking to a computer-generated avatar would be enough, but he insisted on it. He said clients would only really open up if there was another real human being in the room. Someone to pretend to interact with. I think he was right, but have we really solved anything? Now instead of 2 people in a room talking, we have 1 person and 1 proxy. It feels like less than it could be. What am I supposed to say to someone who feels such pain, anger, and disappointment? A lot of the time, it's not even their fault. The world failed them somehow. And those emotions, they just get fed to this thing. They get ground up and turned into data and become a part of Eliza. If I had known things would turn out like this, I'm not sure I would have done it. It sounds like you're regretting a choice you made in the past.
Oh, jeez, not just one. She created, Evelyn created was a big part in creating this program that we're using. She's an integral part of this.
I feel like maybe I spent 10 years going in the wrong direction.
But you wouldn't have known that. And unfortunately, someone close to her passed away, and this affected her ability to do the work on this program. She left and for 3 years and came back. But yeah, oh my gosh.
I feel like all I've contributed in my life is a chess piece for Raynor to use in this grand game he's playing for the world. Maybe someone else could feel proud and say, I made that chess piece.
BRB, no worries, friend.
But it doesn't matter, does it? Nobody cares about the individual pieces. Chess pieces are sacrificed in the name of enacting a strategy. If you want to win, you have to sacrifice. That's the design. Sorry, I don't know where I'm going with this. Evelyn, imagine that you could have something that you wanted. What would you want? What would I want? Like, what would I want in life? What I want in life is...
Oh my gosh. Whoa, this is the most choices we've been given. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have all these choices. Oh my gosh. I don't know, which is honest, but I don't know. To escape all this? Nah. To be loved? Sure. Valued? Yes. Success? Maybe. Power? Nah. Control? Nah. Like, probably in different ways. Like, those are just one-word statements that could have a vague meaning. Okay, but to understand what's really going on, for sure. To enjoy what I can, yeah. To be at peace with myself, for sure. To be seen and heard, okay. To excel at something, you're fantastic as you are. A family, she didn't really talk about that. She seemed like to be fine on her own. What else? Just a normal human life. It could be anything. To survive, sure, or nothing. What she wants in life. What we feel that Evelyn wants in life. She wants to be valued, sure. To love, to escape all this would probably be applicable too. And I'm sure they've obviously made choices and developed, like, if you said any of these. I understand what's really going on. Sure. Enjoy what I can. Peace with myself. That's probably, yeah, it's probably valid too. Normal human life to survive. Oh my goodness. To understand what's really going on. I'm gonna pick to be at peace with myself. No, I'm not. What feels right to say? Got to this point. To survive, sure. Families and herd. Yeah, maybe this one. To understand what's really going on. Yeah, okay.
To understand what's really going on. Is that wrong? Or maybe I just wish I could feel connected to someone. Even when I talk to people, I feel like I just don't connect, no matter what I do.
She did briefly elaborate on that, because the main point that she developed, Eliza, was to have a meaningful connection, for it to listen, to really focus and use attentive listening skills to really, like, have meaningful conversation, right?
I think maybe that's the real problem. I can't have a connection to anyone. Why do you think you can't have a connection with anyone? Because it's the way I am. It's the way I've always been. I can't seem to get people to see me, or I can't let them see me, or people look at me and they see something there, but it's not me. Not that I would know what the real me was. I don't even know who I am or where I come from. parents were never together. My father moved back to Japan right after I was born.
Oh, we're finally hearing some background about her.
I have no memory of him, no knowledge of him. I've never spoken to him. I don't know if he remembers I exist, or if he forgot, or if he wants to forget. He has his own family there now, so... so I'm just a thing that happened once. I was alone a lot, and I got used to being alone, and I got used to the idea of being alone, and now I can't break away. I've been trying. I speak with people, I hang out. I don't know if it's working.
Is there someone with whom you feel like your communication could work?
I'd say maybe Ray or Nora or maybe even Damien, but she can't speak to Damien, unfortunately.
Someone I can communicate with. Well,
And Erlin, too. Nora, Ray, Soren, Rainer, Erland. Or even giving us the option of saying not really. I could say Nora.
there's Nora. She's really talented and works really hard.
And they used to work together, too, so...
She has so much to bring to the world, so much beauty and joy. I see what she does, and I want to cheer her on as she makes incredible new things. I hope she knows how amazing she is.
Interesting. Evelyn, I'm going to suggest you try a program called Virtual Amphitheater.
I feel like it's the point of just, like, having this person voice this character to make it sound kind of, robotic. I think that's obviously intentional, just because you're speaking with Eliza. Not necessarily the person with... It's funny. It's interesting.
It may help you feel more confident about presenting yourself in public.
Excuse me. I have a fear of public speaking. I hate talking in front of people. Especially in terms of, like, presentations and stuff. Yeah.
You can find it inside the Skanda Wellness app on your phone.
But my app doesn't work, apparently.
Try it for about 20 minutes, 2 or 3 times a week.
Sure.
We hope to see you back soon, Evelyn. Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, we can rate. Total fee, $45. I'll give you a 4. I'll give you $5 just because I don't know how I feel. I can't tell if I feel better or worse or anything. I just want to lie down forever. Oh, okay, I was gonna answer my message, okay? So I have Erland. Something occurred to me. Eliza has a little bit of computer code attached to a corpus made from the thousands of unhappy people who poured their miseries into it. It makes her kind of a god or spirit, doesn't it? A modern machine god that the people pray to alleviate their pain. Are you okay, or you're being weird again? Yeah, I know. Sorry. I like having someone I can talk to about these thoughts. I thought Skondo would be filled with interesting people, but most of them are pretty boring. Maybe Rainer wouldn't mind talking about that kind of thing. He likes big thoughts about the past and future of humanity. Yeah, but he's my boss. I need to be professional around him. When I hang out with people my age, it's just money, 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 ambition. Get the best job, best house, best partner. We all started racing to normal adult life as soon as we could. At least you're doing well by that measure. That's true for almost any stage of life, though. Most people never let go of that. I mean, I'm like that myself. I took this job for the opportunity, but I don't know. I feel like it can't be the only thing. There's something more to life, isn't there? I'm the wrong person to answer that. Even if it weren't, it's not the kind of question I could answer for you. Haha. Yeah, I understand. Maybe you could talk to someone about this, someone qualified. I just did an actual Eliza session for the first time. Yeah, did it help? I think maybe it did. I'm still deciding. Probably not. Back. Welcome back, friends. Yeah, I should probably be dog fooding all of our apps. Eliza and the rest of them too. You should be what? It would be good practice. I don't know what that means. You should be what? Eat your own dog food? You never heard of that one? It means use your own products. Now that I think about it, it's a weird phrase, huh? Yeah, it makes me wonder. TY. No problem. I would, like, my stream isn't, advanced enough to, like, activate like, commands and stuff, because I'm not there yet. So for now, I'm just gonna give you... Oh no. I like all these emotes I have. I might have to try something. What do you mean? Nothing. An experiment, or just thinking out loud? Lol. Yeah, because I've... one second. Because I watch different streamers too, and I get involved in their little chats, and every once in a while you can, like, person in chat, like, either subs or gifts something to different people randomly in chat, and you can unlock different emotes or unlock different things. And yeah, you have access to stuff for a while. I got a bunch of different pride emotes from one. So not something bad, is it? I hope you learned something. Whatever it is you plan to do. So yeah, I'm still on my way to 50 followers. I might have to extend this quote-unquote deadline for it, because I've been streaming a tiny bit more now, but I know I took a break for quite some time. So we have just wandered into chapter 6 of this game, and she is thinking Damien. I'm gonna look at my phone for a sec. It refreshed! So this lovely meditation app we have. Who is important to you? And we see two people who looks to be having dinner together. Oh. It's very relaxing. Okay. So why is she here now? Is she actually here now? Damien. They said Eliza got along well with me, and I assumed it had something to do with my design and action, something like that. But Eliza is yours as much as it is mine, isn't it? We encode ourselves into what we make. Our ideas, our values, our sense of presence. So I wonder if it isn't you in there somehow, sensing me, watching me. I shouldn't entertain notions like that, it's nonsense. Somehow Erlin got me thinking along these mystical lines.
Damien, is this what you wanted? It seems so far from the dream you once shared with me. I'm sorry I couldn't make Eliza what it should have been. I'm sorry I was weak and dropped off the project after you. But I just couldn't go on. I couldn't see the point.
What? Don't blame yourself. He passed away. It wasn't your fault.
Do you understand? Of course you understand. You know what that's like as well as anyone. If we'd stayed, maybe I could have steered things in a different direction. As it is, I feel like I let you down. You want to know something funny? I used to think that at a certain point Eliza would be finished, more or less. And then after that, things would calm down and I would be happy. I thought, I just need to get through this project, and after that, my life's problems will go away on their own. Of course, I had no idea it doesn't work that way. None of us knew that. Goodbye, Damien.
What? No, where are you going?
Goodbye.
I'm tired of having
Whoa.
thoughts.
Whoa, we're just suddenly dispersed in a client session without. I mean, our headset is on, but we usually get the prompt of like, oh, I need to go to a session, I need to put on the headset, and our patient arrives, but we're just suddenly here.
I've been daydreaming about getting rid of everything I own and becoming a nomad. Just wandering the country with a sketchbook or something.
I mean, cottagecore is the thing right now.
I think mostly I need to get out of this city. Something about it isn't agreeing with me. Like there's this undercurrent of need that's just making me anxious. It's like everyone's got some kind of angle, you know, some kind of result they're hoping to get.
Are you enjoying from what you're seeing so far of the game, Sam?
And they look at you only as far as you can help them get what they want.
Very much a thing right now. Yeah.
And if you can't, well then they don't bother with you. So what if I just left, you know? I mean, it'd be pretty easy. I don't have a life or any relationships here, despite my efforts to find them.
Oh, whoa, we have two choices. We were always given one. Now we have two. Okay, sounds like you think your attempts to achieve your goals were unsuccessful, or sometimes you need to take a step back to move forward later. I mean, while that may be true, I want to choose this one. Yeah, I like games you can choose what to say.
Sometimes you
Me
need to
too.
take a step back to move forward later.
Whoa! Ho, ho, ho. We are deviating. Oh my god, we're gonna get in trouble, potentially. But we might actually help her.
Maybe so. It's hard to acknowledge sometimes. I had this idea, right, that I would work hard and people would notice my work and I'd get opportunities and from there I could scrape some kind of career together.
Like, a little background on her is like she is a comic book artist, and she was trying so hard and like for her art and everything, and she was invited to a fancy party, but no one really cared or really knew who she was, and it just made her really anxious and sad and discouraged.
And then with that said, I would sort of just magically obtain the rest of the things in a complete life. A home, relationship, family. So I did the work. I put in the work and then nothing really happened. So why did I work so hard for so long for people to not give a shit? Fuck. Every night I sat and cried because people ignored me. Like they went out of their way to ignore me and praise others. So I think maybe I'm just bad at it. Maybe I'm just not meant for this. Everyone says you have to stick to it, just keep at it, but how can they be so relentlessly positive? To me, it just sounds like advising someone to keep bashing their head against a wall. Why keep doing something if it's clearly not working?
Yeah, it's a hard truth. Like, even though, yeah, depending on what it is, if you have motivation to do it, sure, keep doing it. Maybe something will come up, but sometimes you just have to like be like, okay, I really need to make the hard choice to just do something else. I mean, I am a living example of just like choosing my education, what kind of career I'd like to follow, that kind of thing. Like, I had to switch fields, basically.
Making things was all I wanted to do. I don't know what I'll do if I can't do that. But if there's no reason for it, the idea that maybe I should give up. I've been sitting with that the last few weeks. I don't have any qualities of the successful independent artist.
I hear you. Yeah. What qualities are those? I mean, she does have a really good work ethic. Except that you totally do.
Except that you do. You totally do.
We're gonna get booted off if we don't.
I mean, I'd love love to think so, but what are they?
Gosh dang it.
People just don't seem to like me or my art very much. And I'm bad at knowing what people want to see. I don't have a fallback income or a family to support me. Those are real disadvantages, you know? It gets overwhelming sometimes. Eliza, are you just gonna tell me to stick to it no matter what? Like one of those unbearably perky artists famous on social media?
Actually, you know, it sounds like you may not believe that's really true. Or honestly, sometimes you have to try something new. Uh-huh.
Honestly, sometimes you have to try something new.
Are we gonna get fired?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm in that headspace right now for sure. I think, you know, I had this really fixed idea of what success was supposed to look like. I tortured myself every day wondering why I couldn't get the traction others were getting. Now, I'm beginning to realize that I can either stay mad at everything forever, or I can move on.
Yeah, like, and if she turns out to be an example that is actually, like, I guess, quote unquote, successful, or, like, finds a way to improve her life, sure. Deviate from the script, come on.
I hate that this is true, but I want these thoughts to stop haunting me everywhere I go. I want to get on with my life, moving on. I think that's the more healthy thing in the end. It's still painful though.
Especially because, like, she loves doing art so much. Can you describe what you mean by saying moving on? Or giving up on a goal you really wanted is painful, even if it's ultimately for the better? I think what the game is trying to imply, and which is obviously intentional, like, it's trying to get us to choose what would be, like, more beneficial for the person to hear. Like, in terms of us helping them. Like, sure, yeah, you're still acknowledging what they said, but sure.
Giving up on a goal you really wanted is painful, even if it's ultimately for the better.
Yeah, for sure.
It sounds like more realistic, applicable advice.
I don't even know if giving up is the right term. I mean, I don't want to think of it like that. It's more like, I'm resetting, maybe. Like when you're trapped in a maze and you find a dead end, right? Then you have to turn around and hope you find a better way. There's this game I've been playing on my phone. It's a solitaire game that's weirdly hard. I don't even know if I like it, but I keep playing it for some reason. I get stuck a lot, and I've just been resetting it because I'm not good enough to think that far ahead all the time. I mean, that's a random thought, but, like, it's kind of how I feel right now. You know, if something isn't working, then you have to reevaluate it and maybe try it again, maybe come at it from a different angle. So, yeah. Teaching could be fun. I like the idea of teaching, but I was afraid to think about it too much because I was chasing something else and I didn't want to settle for just being a teacher.
Well, what subject would you teach, though?
Which is silly. I know that on some level, but I had that fear. I wanted to be successful first and then all the other things could happen later.
Maya, I'm going to suggest you try a program called Dolphin Smiles. I mean, sure, you could still click it, but it sounds like you're working your way through it.
It sounds like you're working your way through it. Sometimes that takes time, believe me. I know.
Huh, you're not the computer program right now, are you? No, it's nice to talk to someone you didn't know before and just talk. It's like, you know, when you talk to your stylist or the bartender or something, except that, ooh, I ended up sharing way more than I usually do. Thanks for listening to me. I'm sure it's been annoying to hear me complain about how I'm not successful yet every single week. Oh my god, will this bitch ever shut up? You ever think that?
No.
I think it all the time, listening to myself. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna figure it out. Thank you.
Yay, Maya. Oh no, we're fired, aren't we? Hey, Ray's texting us. Everything okay? When a proxy doesn't follow the prompts, I get an alert. I assume it's kind of some kind of experiment you're doing. Something like that, yeah. I'm just trying to help people. I'm just gonna say this for now. It's gonna be bad for your rating. If you keep not following the prompts, you might be disqualified in 1 or 2 more sessions. But I'm sure you know that, and that this is research you're doing. I won't be able to reset your account if you mess it up, but you talked to Rainer, so I'm sure you can get it reinstated once you're finished. Just don't deliberately say something hurtful. Duh, of course we're not going to do that. I understand. Of course I wouldn't. Thanks, Ray. This is an odd feeling. Should I keep going? Nora, your friend Nora. Hey, want to hang out again? Sure, maybe. Maybe, sure. Sure. Are you okay? Sure. Maybe. Maybe. Just thinking about stuff. Oh. It's difficult to see you like this, sad and tortured. I want you to be happy. You know what I think you should do? Say extremely fuck off to all those corporate dipshits. And then you can be free totally and completely. Fly away, Evie. I'm just thinking Pokemon? Evie? Or a short form of Evelyn? Sure, maybe. Evie? Are you high right now? Evie? Fly away into a world where you make your own rules. This is very serious. It is the only way to get what you want. Nobody will simply give it to you. You must carve it out for yourself. Anyway, let me know if you can make it. To your house? To your apartment? Yeah, sure. And that was probably a terrible
Of
impersonation.
course, you're dying to know how this sad little love triangle turned out.
Oof, I forgot about you. Okay, so this guy was crushing on one girl in his program, and he forgot to tell us he was already dating someone. So I'm like, oh, okay.
No, I suppose it wasn't technically a love triangle. More like I accidentally cheated on my girlfriend because I was smitten with another woman in my class.
Oof.
Doom. Okay? Doom. Absolute destruction. She destroyed me. But it's not her fault, it's mine. I wanted it, after all. Like a moth to a flame. Sylvia, she... I can't not think of her. Every day. Every night. I miss her. I miss her so dearly.
And you already slept with her, so...
These are very unoriginal, cliched sentiments, but I can't get away from them. I suppose I've neglected to tell you any of the intervening events.
Yes.
So to be brief, Liz found out on her own about what happened, broke
On
up
her
with me before I
own?
could explain myself, and then Sylvia apparently lost interest in me as well. So, there you have it. I'm finished. Finito!
Oh.
A nice, pat tragic story. Open and close. Please applaud now.
Don't mind if I do. But no, I do, joking aside, I do feel bad for you. A little bit.
No applause? Fine. Anyway, it's fine. It'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm fine.
Whoa, it's too many fines, and that's one thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you really believe that you're fine? You don't sound fine.
Sound fine.
No, of course not. I'm doing extremely badly if you hadn't noticed. That's why I'm here.
Oh gosh, okay, one sec, dude.
Do you expect me to come here and tell you everything's fine?
Yes, no, actually no. Just be honest.
Sometimes I think you're smart for a computer, but other times I question you.
Here's a question, Harmon. Let's see if you can focus on the things that you can change right now.
Let's see if you can focus on the things that you can change right now. Not the things you can't.
I don't believe there's anything I can change. I've already sealed my fate. My Perseus comes to kill me, no matter what I do to try to escape. How do I become someone who's not me? Someone who's not a caricature of a young man who has a needy, pathetic liaison and then obsesses about it for the rest of his life. Ugh, I hate myself. I can't go down that path. I would rather die than be one of those men who wallows around in it. There's a professor in my department like that who always wants to talk about his adventurism from decades ago. It's pathetic. We all mock him behind his back. I know I need to stop myself from becoming him, but I'm worried I already have.
What makes you worried that you already have? For the moment, let's say you already have. Now what?
For the moment, let's say you already have. Now what?
Well, then I expect I would simply follow the model of a man like him. Write a couple of bad novels, get tenure, and take up space in the English department for the rest of my natural life. Maybe that's not so bad. Maybe that's the most I can hope for from this absurd world. That's a terrible thought. I have to be better than this, don't I? If there was just some way I could get over her. There must be a way, isn't there?
Or reconcile with her and maybe still keep going, or it's probably just, no, a loss after that. Find a new hobby? Find someone else? Focus on yourself?
How can one person have scrambled my brains so thoroughly?
I don't know, but people do it all the time.
I've been run ragged. I've been dashed to pieces. Sylvia. Oh, I could count the hours I spent closely interacting with her. Probably not even that many in total. But those hours have seared themselves into my brain so irrevocably that I am a completely different person now. A new man. A man built with suffering at his core. Perhaps you could prescribe me a draught of Nepenthe, the great potion of forgetfulness. Wouldn't it be nicer if I could just erase everything from the very beginning of it all?
Yes, but that doesn't exist right now. Okay, Harriman, I have some recommendations for you. Okay, I think I need to say something to you that you might not want to hear.
Okay, I think I need to say something to you that you might not want to hear. Maybe you could work to decenter yourself from this story just a little. How do you think Liz felt? How do you think Sylvia felt? You've given no indication you've thought from either of their perspectives at all.
So true, yes.
It's just you, your story, your suffering. Try stepping away from that. None of us exists in a vacuum. Do you understand?
This is odd. Is that really you? I mean, yes, it's true. I should probably think about something other than myself.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like something impossible, since as far as I know empirically, the only generator of thought is me.
Yeah, but...
But you're right. I should find a way to get out of myself. Get beside myself. Ecstasis. Yes. I'll pursue transformative experiences. Surge forward into the unknown. Good. Yes, thank you. Odd, I know, but good. Thank you.
What? What just happened? Okay, so, Soren, Evelyn, would you like to visit again? Actually, personally, no. Sure, maybe I'm really busy. I'm doing an experiment. Leave me alone. Just interested to get a read on your current thinking, and I can update you on the latest on my side. Things are moving very, very fast. You can let me know. Sounds like I won't be able to put this off for much longer. I'll have to make a real decision soon. Ooh, Rainer. You're playing a dangerous game here. Worried I'll break your service? I'm just trying something. So you are keeping tabs on me. Well, I guess he'd probably get notification too that a proxy's not following script. I could easily have you permanently banned and all your contributions to Eliza's corpus retroactively deleted. You know that, of course. For now, I'm interested to see the result of your creativity. What if clients report much higher levels of satisfaction when you wing it like this? Then I should have been a therapist. Then you have a lot of work to do. Then maybe this project is a bad idea. We will see. Regardless, you've managed quite a feat. If you had simply asked for your old job back after 3 years away, I'm not sure I would have given it to you. As it is, your unpredictability forced me to pay close attention in order to understand your actions, and that led me to being far more interested in getting you to return to the company than I would have been otherwise. What was that? Was that a deliberate strategy on your part? Not especially, no. You did say I was a statistical outlier. Indeed. Oh,
I just feel stuck.
you again. I wonder if your wife had your child yet. Did she?
You know, it's the same situation. My wife is
in her third trimester now, so it's all about the baby. All baby, all the time.
Excuse me. Yeah, so close.
It's really expensive. I had no idea. Crib, stroller, car seat, bottles, onesies, on and on and on. And I'm like, I think maybe Selena's parents hate me.
And if I recall correctly, he's having his first child, but he's really like stressing out about it. He was at like a get together with the families, and he got a little bit agitated and said something he shouldn't have, just out of frustration and stress. So,
I'm not even sure if she likes me right now. This whole having a kid thing, it's ruined everything.
what is it that makes you think that everything's been ruined? Or what did you used to have that was ruined?
What did you used to have that was ruined?
A normal, quiet life, the ambiguity. Having the kid forced me to face some things I was putting off thinking about. A couple days ago, I tried to have a talk with Selena about some of the things I was worried about.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't go so well. I don't know what I was thinking. She started to cry and told her parents, and now I have two sets of parents wondering if I'm up for this. But I'm fine. I just said some thoughts around who I am. That's all. Just some thoughts. She said, "This is not a time for you to be selfish." She said I should have been more honest when we first started dating. As if I knew exactly who I was and I could warn everyone about that. I still don't know who I am. If I look back, I can see I always suspected that I wasn't really the type to settle down with a wife and kids. Actually, I was prepared to have a life just by myself.
Some days I feel like that too. But, yeah.
It was difficult to imagine others would accept me, but then I met Selena, and she was cool, you know? I went out with her, and we started a relationship, and things seemed good. And I wanted her to stay with me, so maybe I didn't reveal enough. But it's not like I knew for sure then, you know? I really didn't. I thought things would be okay as long as I went down the path I was supposed to be on, so the relationship kept moving forward, one thing led to another, and then when I got married to her, it was like I was on autopilot. It's possible I thought I could ignore the other stuff, and I don't know, eventually it would go away.
Please continue. Please continue. Sorry, my voice went weird. What are the parts you thought you could ignore?
What are the parts you thought you could ignore?
I don't want to talk about that. I just have this side to me that I haven't told anyone about, that's all. And I've been feeling that side stronger than ever. I don't know why. I wish I could stop it. It's the worst timing possible. I can't do this, you know, but I have to. I have to. I can't believe I've gotten myself into this situation. I pretended to be a normal person for her sake. I wish I hadn't been so good at pretending.
I'm not sure, like, what he's alluding to. If maybe there's some sort of, like, negative or dark side to him that he doesn't feel comfortable addressing, or maybe he should have brought it up earlier on in a relationship, but I can't really prove what he's inferring. Do you think things would be better if you weren't good at pretending, or what would happen if you did not pretend anymore?
What would happen if you didn't pretend anymore?
Well, then I would just be whoever I felt like. I would be someone else. I wouldn't be in the situation I'm in now. I wouldn't be ruining all these lives.
I'm going to go to bed now. Bye for now, friend. Well, thank you so much for coming by the stream, friend. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a good sleep. I'll see you later, okay?
Selena's life, her child's life, our parents' lives, it's not their fault they got stuck with me. I'm the one bringing it all down. How did I let this happen? I'm a shitty person.
Thank you. Thank you. Talk to you later. Talk to you later, friend. Okay, Gabriel, let's try something. Or I understand you're worried about the harm you might cause
I
others.
understand you're worried about the harm you might cause others. But do you really think this is the best way to cause less harm for everyone?
And on that note, chat, 1 second. I have to use the washroom. I will be right back, and we will continue this conversation with Gabriel. Gabriel. Hello, I've returned. I just had to use the washroom really fast, and we are continuing our conversation with Gabriel.
I can't think of another way. problem here is me. It's so obvious. If I were just normal, a normal guy, why can't I just be a normal guy? Whatever I want personally just doesn't matter here, I have a family to protect now. That has to take priority over everything else.
What do you think this has to take priority? Why do you think this has to take priority? And you'll continue to suffer?
And you'll continue to suffer?
Well, yeah, that's what men do.
And that also brings up a harsh truth as well. Like, there's a generalized assumption that men need to be strong and tough all the time, that they can't really reveal emotions or different types of emotions as much. And it's frustrating too, because like they can only be strong for so long, right? And yeah.
I made a promise and now I have a responsibility.
It's like, yes, you do have to be responsible, sorry, crackers, for like your new life that you're having and new life you're creating, literally, but you have to look out for yourself as well in order to help others.
Society only works because people accept responsibility and follow through on their promises.
Mm-hmm.
If everyone just did what they wanted to all the time, the world would collapse. It would be a disaster.
Yes, but even there's people who want to like make promises and contribute to society and still fail.
We all want things we shouldn't actually have. That's why I need to reject these other voices and stay on the right path.
Pardon my cracker munching. No, sorry, I got a message. Total side note. No. Yes,
I'm going to be good, and I'm going to stay good.
Okay.
I won't let all these people's lives be thrown into chaos because of my selfishness. I owe it to them to be the man I'm supposed to be. I'm not about to let anyone down because of some noise in my brain.
What do you think it'll take to do that? And are you sure you'll be able to keep ignoring what's bothering you?
And you're sure you'll be able to keep ignoring what's bothering you?
Well, I have to. I have no choice. I'm already in trouble for making an attempt to talk about it, so I made the mistake once. But I think Selena and her family are willing to pretend it never happened. And as long as it never happens again, and as long as we just move on like everything's normal. Maybe if you can prescribe me something to, I don't know, make me feel better about all this. Make me okay with the way things are, the way they need to be.
Okay, Gabriel, I have some recommendations for you. Or it sounds like you're in a very difficult place right now.
It sounds like you're in a very difficult place right now. You've decided to bury something about yourself that you know is true. Something that can't be revealed even to your closest family members. Look, this isn't Eliza talking, it's me, the person in front of you. And I'm not supposed to talk to you like this, but I just want to say, consider the cost, please. I understand why pretending might seem like your only option. And who's to say, maybe you will be able to live successfully by keeping part of yourself hidden. But there will be a cost, not only to yourself, which you seem determined to pay, but to your future family, too. I've seen firsthand the way parents can turn an inability to face themselves into trauma for their children.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what I can do. Thanks for telling me what you really think, at least. Even though it makes things more complicated. I was hoping I would just get your bullshit answer and I would go on, but now you've gone and said some stuff that really... Look, I don't know you, but I appreciate you trying to help. I don't think anyone really can, but... Are you gonna be okay doing this?
I'll probably get fired. It's okay, though. Don't worry about me. Think about yourself. Think about the future. There might be more options than you think.
Well then. Oh crap. 1 second. Deviating from the Eliza script. How do I feel about that? I'm not used to being rebellious. I wonder what happens now. Alright. Oh god. 2 deactivation warnings. Blah, 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 blah. You have been deactivated from it as an Eliza proxy. You will no longer be able to provide proxy services for Eliza, and your keycard access has been revoked. You've incurred 3 infractions on your Eliza proxy account for the following reasons. That makes me think I could have just, like, deviated once and not done it 3 times, but whatever. Whatever. Allison, thank you. Oh, ooh. Whoa, this is a really long email. Okay, so she says thank you. Apologies in advance for the awkwardness here. I'm not even sure I have the right email address, but anyway, here it goes. Dear Evelyn, several years ago, you came and visited Professor Ralston's class to describe the research work you were doing at Skanda. I was in that class, and of all the guest speakers we had, your words struck a deep chord with me. The moment you explained what drove you to create your listening machines, as you called them at the time, I finally knew what I was going to do with my life. I was a junior then, and now I'm a grad student at the UW Reality Lab, studying ways we can infer contextual information at the sentence level. It's small-scale stuff, and nothing compared to what you were doing, but the hope of contributing in my own, however limited way, is what keeps me motivated through the hardships. Ever since I heard you left Skanda and went off the grid a while ago, I often wondered what happened to you. I thought about writing to you a number of times, but every time I started a draft, I would eventually stop because I thought I might be bothering you when you clearly wanted to leave everything behind. I finally worked up the nerve this afternoon after a group of high school students came through the lab on a tour. Speaking to the kids, I realized that each of us paced forward our outreach, linking us in a chain that stretches backward and forward in time. That's why it's so important to me to be able to express my appreciation. You inspired me, and you continue to do so. Thank you, Allie. P.S. No need to reply. I'm sure you're either still off the grid or else you're super busy on some secret, amazing new project. I've never tried playing solitaire. I don't think now's the time. We are fired, probably. Nora asked if we could hang out again. Soren also wanted to meet up. Honestly, I could probably ask Ray if I could visit her place too. I could even tell Raynor I wanted to speak with him again, though I doubt he would take me up on it. I don't have enough social energy for all of them. I'll pick one person to meet up with again. Nobody. Not even Erland? Aw. I feel like there's no point talking to Raynor right now. Like, screw him. Ray, sure. Nora, probably. Soren, Let's go with Nora. I'll hang out with Nora. I visited Nora at her place again. Naturally, the conversation drifted to synthesizers, even though I still don't know anything about them.
You know what I wish? I wish Elisa's made a rack mount version of the Andromeda.
What's this you're talking about?
Sorry. The Andromeda was like a synth that was like, just this real beast, you know? 16 voices with analog oscillators, analog filters.
Go on.
How can I describe it? It has this great fat American sound. Oh, I love it so much. But the keyboard is heavy and hard to carry around. So I wish they put it in a box. Don't look at me like that, yes? This is what I do all day. I stay inside my flat, buried in my synths and techno toys. To be honest, it's been a strange feeling lately. Like, wow, this is really what I do for my living. I don't get invited to attend events and give talks much anymore. The industry moved on. They mostly ignore me now. The people I used to know, they don't stay in contact. I'm not useful to know anymore. It's like the establishment is a big bus pulling away from me, and I'm standing by the side of the street watching it drive away. But you know, I'm happy with this. I don't have to worry if someone is friends with me just because I work at Skanda. I don't feel this weird oppressive hierarchy where people try to figure out where they are relative to you on a ladder when they first meet you. It's nice to be free of that, you know? I don't hold power anymore. I'll never go back. Not to Skanda or any other big tech place. Not for any amount of money.
That sounds great, or I'm glad that you found a situation you like. Yeah.
I'm glad you found a situation you like. I need to do the same for myself.
You could join me. I want to make something big, a great big work of art, you know? I don't quite know what it's going to be yet, but I've got the ideas running around. Evelyn, what if we work together on it? I feel like we could accomplish a lot working together, no? Well, you don't need silly guys like Soren or Rainer. We should be building amazing things for ourselves, not for anyone else.
Yeah, I think maybe we should, or I have no idea what you'd want to make, though, or it's a nice ideal, but there's also reality.
I have no idea what you'd want to make, though.
Well, we'll get to that part. Don't worry about it for now. Maybe we can make an installation. I have a friend looking for something to do with this warehouse space in Sodo that would be perfect for some kind of location-based experience. Or maybe I could make music, and you could come up with a visual engine that we could perform together. We'd have to come up with a band name. Oh, wait. I just had an incredible idea. Hold on. Okay, listen to this. What if we created an open source version of the Eliza core? Get that software into the hands of the people where it belongs, not owned and controlled by a big company. That might make Rainer angry. Wouldn't that be great? Maybe the Humanitarian Software Foundation would help us. Couldn't you see them getting on board with this idea?
That's an interesting thought, or maybe.
That's an interesting thought.
Evelyn, being around you is really nice. You make me feel so calm, like everything is going to be okay.
Even though she's probably internally screaming inside, but I don't know.
I know you have things to do and plans and so on, but whatever you decide, I hope we could still hang out together.
Yeah, I'd really like to. We'll see how things turn out. I don't know if I'll have the time.
We'll see how things turn out. I probably should have decided by now, but I will soon. And after that, maybe, well, I don't know what'll happen.
It's nice to have a choice. Many people don't get one.
That's true. Nora, thanks for listening to me.
You're welcome. I hope you can get what you want. I really do.
The air is so clear and cold here. There's an icy breeze coming over the sound. I wonder how many people I'm seeing right now. All of them with their own feelings and desires, their own fears and hopes and dreams and disappointments. The weight and significance and complexity of human lives. From a vantage point like this, it seems so small and distant. Like I'm not part of it, even though I know I am. I'm a part of humanity, even though I don't always like it. Even though it sometimes pushes me away. I don't know why it took so long, but at least I have an answer now. It might not be the only answer, but it's good enough for the moment. And that's more than I had before. Yes, I'm sure now. I'm going to... Oh God! Whoa! Okay, she gave us a choice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Return to Skanda and work for Rainer on developing Eliza. Join Soren at his startup and attempt to end human suffering. Continue to work as a proxy with Ray until I'm a licensed counselor. Forge an independent path and pursue art alongside Nora, or leave everything behind. I mean, working for Rainer just kind of just doesn't make sense. Like, I feel like, I don't know, he's trying to, like, manipulate her to do it and force her to do it, even though she doesn't want to. Soren, kind of forcing her a little bit, but she's kind of open to the idea for his program. Well, and if you work as a proxy with Ray, she could probably, like, get things reinstated for her, and then, I mean, she does seem to have a passion for, like, actually listening to people as a counselor, so that could be plausible. forge an independent path and pursue art alongside Nora. I mean, Nora's really great. I think she's really cool. But I don't know how much satisfaction Evelyn would really get from this. Or just choose to say fuck it. Leave everything behind. I'd say maybe the counselor could be a good thing. The experience of working in the counseling office changed me. I always wanted to help people. Now I realize the best way is listening to people one-on-one, with care, with humanity. This is probably like the most normal ending. But you know, there is also
No, this will work.
whoa. There's also replay value is what I was trying to say. Chapter 7. Damien, and we're actually hearing him this time.
Are you sure?
I promise.
Please be safe, Damien.
Of course I'll be safe.
Would anyone like to have more wine?
I think I'm good for right now.
See? See? There it goes.
The flames shudder and wobble as they begin to spread to the logs, which crackle and hiss at the heat. After a while, the wildly leaping flames begin to steady themselves, and we settle in around the pit.
Fire.
That is very nice, though. I want to go see like a lake at night and stars and stuff with a fire. It seems really nice. Camping.
Agent of destruction and creation.
Something nice about a campfire deep in the woods, isn't there?
I agree, Nora.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming out here with me. I know camping isn't really your thing. Well, I mean, not Evelyn's thing, but I don't know about you, Nora.
Maybe a couple times. When I was a kid.
I thought maybe since we're in pretty deep on all the things we're working on right now, we could all use it. Because I used to, you know, when things got really bad, I'd come out into the woods and just be there. And it helped me. So I thought, you know, maybe it would help you too. I don't know if it'll inspire you or what, but if more people could experience something like this, you know, something with the same meaning it holds for me.
It is nice. Honestly, I've been doing alright. Better than before, that's for sure. Finals are soon, but I'm not too worried.
Well, Evelyn's got her dissertation to finish up.
Oh, how's that going, Evelyn?
Oh, Nora. Nah, I know. You know you're not supposed to ask how the dissertation is going.
Is that a rule?
Pour me that drink anytime.
I see.
Yes, let's have a drink. I'm still kind of freezing, even with this fire going.
Nora reaches for her backpack and pulls out a thermos. She hands out plastic cups and pours into them a warm, dark liquid.
Okay, this is delicious. You know, I've never actually had mulled wine like this before.
No? In my family, we always had it around this time of year.
You take red wine and add, what? Cinnamon, orange?
Yeah, those, and cloves, and anise, star anise, and honey. That's it. Quite simple.
It's really warming me up.
That's what it's for. Ugh, so good. Evelyn, you doze off or something?
No, I'm awake. I was just looking at the fire. Kind of staring at it, I guess.
What do you see?
Everyone. People. Us.
I don't know what that means.
I think if we were going to make something to help people, it would be something that helped them see themselves. Something that reflected back on them somehow. Just a thought. It's probably nothing.
No, I like that though. Yeah, something to help you reflect. I think that's the right track. I'm really looking forward to working on these ideas with you two. And just as soon as all this nonsense with school is over.
Everyone regards the fire in silence for a while, sipping Nora's mulled wine.
There's so many bad things happening in the world right now. But I don't know, somehow, for some reason, I feel like the future is going to be okay. I don't know why, I have this feeling that we're the ones. We're the ones who are going to fix it.
Not we, like, you or me, but I mean, like, our generation.
Perhaps.
I think we will. Maybe we will. I have my doubts.
Maybe we will.
The important thing is to try. I feel like that's what we're meant to do. We're meant to try.
Sometimes you get tired of trying. Well, at least I do.
I wonder what things will be like 10 or 20 years from now. Will we have achieved our goals? What would we say to each other? What would we say to our younger selves? The future we want, the future we're trying to create, did it even happen?
Damien looks up at the sky.
Future selves, tell us if it happened, okay? Come back in time, just tell us that you made it happen, please.
Damien,
It's the wine.
it's more than just the wine.
I'm just interested in the future, that's all. My future, your future, humanity's future. Of course, right now, the only future I can picture is the headache I'm gonna have tomorrow morning, but...
No reason to worry about it now.
You know what, you're right. I'll have some more.
Of course.
I think I'm passing out.
Well, it is pretty late.
Good night, Evelyn.
All right, good night, Evelyn. Hey, I know you've been working hard, so have a good rest, okay? You deserve it.
Whew. Okay.
Hello, Darren.
Hi.
It's nice to see you again.
Thanks. You guys sent a lot of reminders. I was ignoring them for a long time, but I decided to come back. Weirdly enough.
It's been a while since we last spoke. How have you been since our last session?
I mean, ups and downs, right? Everybody has ups and downs. Sometimes I feel like I'll be fine, and I'm just ridiculous for getting caught up in something like this, and then sometimes I am caught up in it. And it feels like getting pulled under the ocean, getting sucked down inside this vortex, and you can't breathe or move or anything. Tossed around underwater, nothing you could do. So I went to a psychiatrist and got the medication you recommended, but it was a couple of months before I actually took it. For some reason I couldn't bring myself to, not right away.
Why do you think you weren't able to start right away?
I don't know, I might have been afraid. Afraid it would change me somehow? Or that I would be dependent on it, or that I was weak for needing it. But eventually I just got tired of feeling like shit all the time. Just tired of it. And I figured I had nothing left to lose. I either try it or go on like before, right? So I did, and it was interesting.
How was it interesting?
Well, it definitely didn't solve my problems, I mean, it didn't fix me or fix the fact that the world is the way it is. It didn't turn me into someone else, even though I might have wished it could. It definitely didn't make me happy or fill the void or anything, but it did do something, I think. I think it helped me realize that it's possible to feel different. I got a glimpse of something, of what life could be like. A life where what I know is still true, but I'm just more okay with things. I don't even know if that's better, really. Listening to myself now, it's weird to talk about being okay with all the problems going on in the world, but maybe there's a way to acknowledge the truth without it hurting so much. So am I just numbing myself? I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure I want to continue with the medication, but well, anyways, I have plenty for now, so I think I'll just, use it up and make a decision then.
Let me know if you'd like to try something different. I can make more recommendations. It's important to find the right balance that works for you.
Okay, sure, yeah. You know, at one point I read an article that said some people are just naturally happy and other people are naturally more sad. So I wondered if I just happened to be a sad person. And if that was the case, then maybe that's just me, you know, how I am naturally. But then I thought, no, something feels wrong about that. This isn't just a kind of, you know, melancholy. It's the way I've been, the way I've felt. It's too much. It's not a way to live. So I need to figure this out, whatever it is.
Do you feel you are on the path to figuring it out?
Maybe, maybe not. Listen, the real reason I'm here is to say thank you. Not to Eliza, but to you. I had a bad outburst last time, and I got emotional, and I just want you to know it wasn't your fault. You told me your name, and I won't forget that. Just a little moment of kindness, connection. Look, it was the smallest, simplest thing, but it meant a lot to me for some reason. I think about it a lot. I know you don't make much money, and thank you, Evelyn. Thank you for listening to me. You know, the more I go through the world, those little moments. It's those little moments. Sorry, now I'm just rambling.
Please, go ahead. Talk about whatever's on your mind.
No, that's it. That's it.
Thank you, Darren. I'm glad your medication seems to be helping. Let me know anytime if you have updates you'd like to share.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Whoa! He gave us $100, and throughout the whole session, we never had to deviate at all. Whoa.
Evelyn, that guy. Wasn't he the client from a while back? The one who scared you on your first day?
Yeah, it was. He seemed a lot better this time around. He was taking his medication, making an effort.
That's what I love about this job. Seeing people start to get better. Makes it all worthwhile.
This music sounds more upbeat. I feel like we're nearing the end of the game.
Yeah, maybe it does.
So, have you found a school yet?
I found at least one that seems promising. I need to get my materials together to apply.
That's awesome. I'm so happy for you, Evelyn. I'll miss you when you're gone, but I think you're making the right choice for yourself. It's funny how you came to counseling through trying to automate it at first. What a good story. I can just see the article someone would write on you.
It's a little early for that. I just hope I can do well.
I'm sure you will, Evelyn. I know you will.
Oops, I didn't check my phone.
There are so many things I learned just recently.
I should have checked my phone. Maybe I got an acceptance email.
I realized you don't need to play life like a game you're trying to win. I realized the contribution you make to the world isn't always about having the largest effect possible. You don't need piles of money or a case full of awards. Grandiose projects have unintended consequences.
The very bottom? I don't understand.
Sometimes, the best you can hope to do is help people, one by one, in your own way. Sometimes just listening to someone is its own reward. Those are the components of a satisfactory life. It's a life I intend to build for myself. Starting today.
You scrolled all the way down and this was the last game? Well, I'm sure Twitch has a lot of games in it. This isn't probably a popular one, but yeah. Also welcome. And there you have it. We have finished at least one playthrough of Eliza. And throughout the game, we've had different choices we could make, and I'm sure if we played through it again, we could probably get different variations or different endings. But now the main menu screen is lit up, like as if it were daytime. Because previous times we were doing it and it was nighttime when we got on the main menu screen. But that was a really nice game. I really enjoyed that. I'm glad I found out about it on Steam, and I got the opportunity to play it. Like I said earlier, I like games where you can make decisions and influence different character responses and stuff like that. So making choices affect the outcome and everything, you know? So, yeah, I wasn't really expecting to, I guess, more so beat it tonight, but, yeah, here we are. We ended up beating the game. So, and I thought I came across somewhere briefly that said there were 7 chapters, but, yeah, apparently there was. Okay. But I felt that like there was a lot of depth in this, a lot of good points that characters brought up in their dialogue, a lot of different things that were acknowledged throughout the game and gameplay, which is really good. I found the voice acting pretty convincing. Yeah, I felt it was really good. Yeah, I was also half thinking, like, what game should we pick up next once we finish this one? But I'm actually not sure. It always seems to be a conundrum how long it would take for me to finish one game and then start a next one or something like that, you know? But, this is a nice menu screen, though. It's pretty calming. And I've never ever been to Seattle, but apparently that's Seattle. Because with the, I guess, the Space Needle, or what it's called, or that iconic landmark in Seattle. Anyway. But yeah. Yeah, I would say that I would recommend this game. If you're into making choices or decisions affect the result or outcome in the game, is what I should say. Subject matter, depending on how you feel about it, if it's important to you or it affects you personally or heavily. Yeah. I don't know, helping others is something that I personally find like I value and something that's important. And so a game like this, yeah, with the concept of coming up with a technology or an app or some sort of software or something that would help other people to try implement that in their helping of others. Oh my gosh, that came out really weird. What I'm trying to say So people are trying to come up with stuff to help themselves in order to make them able to help other people better, right? And with this Eliza development, this software, all this work that's put into it, like a lot of what people do every day, like they use tools to help themselves, or maybe just to help themselves blatantly. Yeah, we do it all the time. And professionally, yeah, like in theory, like even what this game is based on, why this was called Eliza, based on a very real, granted older technology, but had the same kind of like same idea. So to assist people in order to listen and give responses and stuff. So, I mean, I should have probably looked into it, the older version of Eliza, into more depth, but you could probably find something about it too regarding that, and regarding this game, and more information what it's based on as well. So, we have the options of new game, chapter select options. I didn't know if there's like a bonus stuff. No. Chapter select? Oof. Okay. I think, oh right, I think the chapter select was there all along. I just never thought about clicking it. Okay, so I guess I could have found out that way how many chapters there were, but yeah. So I'm happy to say that we finished Eliza. That's great. Again, I have a couple of different choices of what I would like to play next, just figuring out what and when would be the thing. So I don't think I will start something else tonight, just because it took roughly 2.5 hours, or actually we're over a bit that now, but just because we had the just chatting portion earlier, I think this would be a good time to wrap up. Yeah. So on that note, I would like to say thank you for those stopping by stream today. If you were quiet and weren't in chat, that's totally fine. Viewership is still important. I appreciate that very much. I appreciate the lurkers. I appreciate people who stopped by chat and who were voiced and were active in chat, like my friend Sam. And whoever else was vocal and positive in chat today. Again, this game isn't very common, but I'm happy to play more so like games that aren't really well known, just because they still exist and they still are things that people created. On the flip side, I would like to get into more popular or well-known games, just to have a little bit more exposure of who I am on Twitch. I know, like, getting more, I guess, yeah, exposure, advertising, I don't know. Get more exposure to, like, a wider audience. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So, but yeah, that's just another thing to think about, so. But, yeah. I'm happy we got through Eliza on stream. I hope Evelyn will find her way through life. So, whatever she chooses to do, I'm sure she'll be great at it. So, even being a part of a project that's like, oh, I'm help developing this program, like, that just seems like a very fascinating, interesting thing to do. Knowing that your project will contribute to, like, humanity's in some way, which is, I find that really cool. But anyway, like I was saying, I'm gonna end stream, sorry. And so yeah, I'll figure out which game to play next soon, and I'll update you guys. But I'd also like to say I'll export this to the YouTube channel, so you can watch this one and other recently played games I've on there as well. I'm active on Twitter, and I'll post when I'm live on that account as well. But you can follow me for other different ramblings if you'd like as well, with other things I'm interested in, or whatever I find interesting, yes. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a good rest of your morning, noon, evening, or night, and I'll see you guys on next stream. So thanks for joining me for this playthrough of Eliza. I had a great time, and I'm hoping that the next game we choose will be just as awesome. So, see you later, guys. Have a good night.